And here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Spill the Pint, which I nearly spilled mine just before when I was pouring it out. But,
Oh, cardinal sin there, mate. Cardinal
mate,
sin.
yes, I want to do that. Would not do that. I'm trying to think of the last time I did spill a beer over. Well, I don't know that I can think of one.
I mean, I know I did it over my keyboard the other week,
That's
completely
true. Yep.
accidentally.
Yeah, you said your
And
buds were sticky, and I wasn't sure if that was from beer or just.
I'm still fighting the number one key. It still pushes back.
So you get to page one. Got a good VPN.
Yeah, that's it.
What are you drinking?
um, I've gone for an old faithful of mine.
Always. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's Shepherd's Knee Spitfire.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, amber ale, isn't it?
yeah, that one is. They do an amber and a golden.
Yep.
And it's always been the golden that. I mean, it's one of the few times that I do actually go to Dan Murphy's is because they actually do have a halfway decent, just off the shelf English range.
Yeah.
And they usually only stock the golden ale. And I saw the amber. I'm like, oh yes, please. And it was, I think it's like 2.5 months old, so it's actually a fairly recent.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was pretty gobsmacked. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take a punt in here and see how it goes.
Old Speckled Hen was always my favourite.
Yeah, it's getting harder to find because it used to be on tap a bit more frequently, but I don't even think like the Pig and Whistle even has it on tap.
Pig and Whistle always used to have it on. That's where I used to get it from. But it's even at Dan Murphy's. I don't think they stock it as much anymore.
No, it's very rare. It wasn't there when I saw it. Otherwise, I would have gotten it.
Yeah. Yep. I'm drinking, and I've made a mistake here.
You started big, haven't you?
I have, and I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. So this is from the legends from Wooden Axe Brewing.
Yep.
This is their hazy IPA. 7%.
Of course it is.
Yeah, not bad. But the boys are legends. I saw them at Newcastle Crafted Festival and also at Canberra Beer and Cider Festival as well. So, I love those boys. They're great. But look at that for a juicy.
Jeez, that is looking good.
That is just chungus, as Jake would say.
Yes, it is absolute chungus. My favourite part is that we're actually drinking them out of the same glass.
Yeah. Grab yours from BrewCon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone nicked a couple, actually.
I've only got one. I don't know what you're talking about. Tonight,
yeah, that's it. You got a couple stashed around that you can just go, oh, I don't need to clean this one. I can just go to my next one.
That's right. Yeah. Alrighty, man. Jumping into the importance of this week was the pub court jury verdict of last week's case, PC007. Calling a craft beer limited but rebrewing it monthly. Is it marketing spin or harmless hype? Overwhelmingly, 90% of the vote went to it's just marketing spin calling it limited. So don't.
It 100% is. It so is.
100%.
It so is.
If you want to call it limited, it's got to be limited. I mean, I know there are breweries out there who maybe brew a beer and it's a limited, and then it's super successful. Like it'll go really, really quick, and they'll think, oh shit, need to brew this again. Jump on the band, brew it again, and then the tail just drags.
Yeah.
Because the hype is gone. It's not the new beer anymore, even though it's fresh and whatever. It doesn't matter. And there just seems to be too much of it around. It's
that thing everyone thought it was. Yeah, it just, if it becomes a standard beer, it no longer has the interest.
Well, I think if it doesn't dip, like if it doesn't disappear from everywhere who bought it, then it'll keep going and you'll sort of be able to slide it through.
Yeah,
if all the shops have bought it and sold out and now don't have it, and then you brew it again, you're too late to the party. I think that's
if you brew it so you hit that point where it does drop off, like it's just about to, everyone's got like 1 case or 2 cases left. You get out another, and the batch is ready to go. Cool. Yeah. No one's gonna know. And it just seems like you've done a double batch or whatever. But yeah, if you do the whole, it's been so popular, we're releasing it again. Why? Just no, don't even try that. Like that's a surefire way to have it sell less than the first time around. Then you're stuck with a beer that's God knows how long it's going to last.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you don't want that. You want your beers to sell and turn over so you can brew more. That's
That's it. Move on to your next limited. Move on to your next limited. Do something else. Don't do the same one. Otherwise, call it a seasonal. Keep it around for winter or keep it around for summer. Whatever. Just don't call it limited if you're going to do it over and over again.
That's it. So that was this week's pub court jury verdict. If you want to be a part of the pub court jury, you can do. You just need to go to our Aussie Beer Voyage Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage, and ask to be let in. I will let you in because, as I say every week, I'm a legend, and that's
you have nothing better to do.
Change. I'm not going to change that. That opinion of myself stands. So why not?
I still think my statement's more true, but we'll let you have your opinion on that one.
I don't doubt that many opinions are on your side as well. I'm quite happy to be called out and be a dickhead, but I think that's what pisses people off the most as well, is that they go, and I go, yeah, fair.
Yeah, I'm a dickhead.
Not going to change.
No.
So,
but
do you want to?
I was about to say, but who's not a dickhead is this the person we're referring to in the first international story that popped up. Like this I don't know how we missed this. How did we miss this?
I don't know either.
This guy's a dead set legend. If he can make this happen, this is amazing. So it's an article from the Smithsonian about he must be a home brewer as well, but he's a virologist called Christopher Buck, has managed to come up with a vaccine beer. He's been able to brew or make a home brew himself with an engineered yeast strain that helps against a particular virus that cause kidney, bladder, brain, and cardiovascular diseases. It's
an insane way to do it. Hey,
oh man,
engineered the yeast to create the protocol in your body to say, hey, start making these antibodies, and it did it.
The results are still really early on, and there's so much more testing and things like this. But this is taking precision fermentation to a whole nother level that's just mental. And he's done it in his kitchen.
Imagine going to the bar and going, hey, man, can I get a chickenpox beer?
Can I get a shot of coronavirus?
Just getting all these different beers to battle the. Oh, I need to get my flu booster. I'm going to the pub.
So it's quite remarkable, and because precision fermentation has been around for quite a long time now, and it's been used for a whole bunch of different purposes, from making other proteins and creating other sort of enzymes and things like that. They've been using it with bacteria and other yeast strains and stuff like that all over the place. But to be able to engineer a yeast strain to create a vaccine it's got to be a first. Surely there's no one else that is mental enough to have tried this.
I don't know, and that's the thing too, right? Like, this is pretty insane. Like, this is engineering a yeast to change your body's antibodies, your physical self, and then I get the guy's a scientist, but he's like just drinking this beer and just checking the things and just seeing what goes on. There's a whole lot of people that aren't happy that he's done it.
No.
like medical ethicists and other doctors and scientists are going, whoa, 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 we don't even know if all of the side effects have been tracked and traced properly. We don't know how this is going to work. I kind of think it's like one of these things that, because they're calling it like an edible vaccine and things like that. So I think they're just trying to prove the principle.
And I mean, he's done. It wasn't like it just came out of nowhere. He'd been working on it for a while, and he'd seen feeding the engineered yeast to lab rats, induce the antibody response that they wanted. So, and as he said, a homebrewer of 30 years, he went, "Can I just make a beer that does the same thing?" And the beer fermented and made alcohol while still having the ability to induce those antibodies.
It's pretty crazy that the antibodies and that can survive in the alcohol as well.
Well, yeah, they were saying so. The team in the article, the team was saying that they actually think it was the fact that the yeast was still alive is what actually helps protect it, because it protected it from the stomach acid as well. Yeah. So like the alcohol's one thing, but the stomach acid is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
And then that allowed them to reach the intestines, where the immune cells can actually recognize them and learn from them. So,
well, I think what's also as good in this study is that they're saying that in poorer regions, this can also help a lot of people have more access to these medical advancements and stuff, where instead of things having to be under all these controlled medical things, you just, here's a keg, off you go. But at the bottom of the article, they're like, this is one vaccine proving the principle. Next on the agenda is COVID, the flu, herpes virus, adenovirus. Anything that is a common cold is in their crosshairs. So,
looking at things that you imagine that you could be immunized all year. Jesus Christ, we'd be over immunized between the two of us. But that's the thing, is if it gets to a point where actually the yeast itself is just, it's almost its own strain, and you just replicate it, you propagate it, and it still holds the same results.
Yep.
Holy crap, that's just going to absolutely reduce the cost of manufacturing medication for basic ailments.
Yeah, until someone goes and patents the yeast.
Someone patents it and makes a monster out of it. But that's a really cool start for something to create something that you would not think together. Oh yeah, you want to heal yourself? Go have a pint at the pub. Like that
would be considered a GMO yeast, right?
It is, yes, it is definitely. Yeah,
so there's a lot of countries that don't allow a lot of the yeasts that America use that are already GMO, that produce thiols and all sorts of stuff in beers as it is, to make beers even just taste better, let alone vaccine people.
Yeah. So at this point, we wouldn't even be allowed to have it in Australia, even if it worked.
No, that's right. So,
but yeah, a very cool start. Very, very cool start.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Hey, mate, guess what turns 30 this year?
What?
Italian craft beer. Io non capisce
I don't know whether... Yeah, don't even try.
I started to learn Italian. I can say a lot of swear words. But
of course you can. Of course you can.
Yeah. So the Italian craft beer industry turns 30 this year.
So yeah.
So reading the article, like early days, like they could hardly even get any raw materials because there weren't like home brew shops or things over there. There was nothing for them to work. It all had to be imported and figured out and come from, which surely wasn't that difficult. They're a lot closer to beer producing countries than we are. But now, did you know they grow hops in Italy?
Yeah.
So they can get everything that they need from within Italy now. They don't need.
I think I saw something.
There's like
I think I saw something. Not that. Yeah.
Yeah, like 100%.
Not that long ago, but.
So don't click on the Italian hops company if you can't speak Italian. Um,
Got it.
just so you know. But they're growing hops in Italy, and that's kicking on. I just think it's great that Italy, of all places, it's not really the sort of place that you think, oh, is there a massive craft beer industry there? You sort of think wine or, I don't know, pasta. I've just never sort of thought of Italy as a craft beer region. But
No,
there's a lot.
I guess. Yeah, I guess there's not really been massive stories out of Italy for beer. I mean, we think you think of any other sort of major craft beer area in the world,
Yep.
and even with the US, it is still relatively new compared to say Germany or Belgium or the UK or anything like that.
Mm.
But you still hear stories, or you know of breweries, or you know of regions. With Italy, there's been I can't think of anything that I've ever seen ever actually come out of Italy, other than things like Peroni and your sort of very
They're already.
traditional sort of your very traditional Italian style lagers. Um, so yeah, it kind of I kind of glazed over me when I saw that, and I went,
Mm. Yeah.
I
So
guess it makes sense. Like, there's been craft beer growing in sort of almost every corner of the world for the last 50 years or so. Um, but yeah, Italy, I just didn't even think about it. But yeah, it turning 30, 30 years that they can actually pinpoint it to a year is
that's
quite
right.
remarkable, actually.
Yeah, I think what's also cool is they had like a 2 day conference as well to talk about the different brewing and brewing styles and beers that are around in Italy nowadays, and what is
Mm.
available and what people are trying and what the public are into, things like that. Some of them are a bit upset because some of the craft breweries are just going full on hazy IPAs and pales and ignoring the diversity. But that's the industry.
It's the
That's
industry everywhere.
yeah,
I mean,
that's just what happens.
there are
Um,
some breweries that I don't think know how to make a clear beer. Like,
yeah, yep. But
so
the one thing for me that stands out is the Italian Pilsner. I love that beer. If I see one on tap, I tend to gravitate towards it and give it a crack. Um,
mm,
had a great one the other week at Soapbox when we were
yep,
there judging the awards. So, yeah, for me, I think it's cool. 30 years is a
yeah,
long time, and yeah, that's really good. Good thing to celebrate. Have you
yeah.
been to Italy?
No, I haven't actually. No,
Yeah,
no. Sounds like I've got to get over there now. see
that's
what's
right. Yeah, yeah.
what's happening with see what's happening with the craft
We
beer
should do
scene.
that for our 100th episode.
What, fly over to Italy?
Why not? It's in 16 months.
Oh,
We've got
Jesus.
time.
I mean, I was saying we could do something a little close to home for a first one, man. Like, come on.
Okay. Just trying to think of where we can go.
Bivana?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go to Bivana this year.
Yeah, I know. I got hit up by Carol as well.
Yeah, famous
um,
Carol and Brendan. But
yes.
yeah,
Oh god, that is just going to be a dangerous time if that ever happens.
yeah, this year,
Um,
August 21, 22.
yeah, I'm just going to be getting
Not
back
like I
from
think of it much.
Europe.
Got the
Yeah,
date
yeah. I'm going to be
memorised.
just getting back from Europe. I can't afford to do that.
You can. It's
Um,
New Zealand. Flights are
that's
cheap.
true. That's true. Or you can do what the next person, who is someone we both know, is we get paid to go over.
Well, yeah, don't we wish?
Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, bring it back to something a little bit more close to home. Imagine a job where you get paid to go taste beer and talk to people about beer, and
Yep.
flown around the world for that. Um,
When you're an
so
expert in
yeah,
your
this
field, I think,
yeah,
you know, I think think too. So yeah, we're talking here of Bryony. I never know how to say her surname. Is it Liebig or Liebig? I don't know. Is it the hard CH?
Is it the hard C or the soft C?
Yeah, I think it's Liebig. Um,
Yes.
but I'm not 100% sure. But I met Bryony a few years ago, judging at the awards, the Queensland Awards or the Indies. I can't remember which. And found out that she doesn't just judge beer either. She also
No.
judges
What
cider,
wine?
cheese, yeah, wine, olive oil, like some crazy other sensory products that we just take for granted. So
Well, I mean, her parents own a winery.
yes, you know,
So
yeah,
in the Barossa, so
yep,
it's I reckon the conversation in that household when she goes, "No, I want to go into beer," must have been an interesting one. That would have been a very interesting conversation, in that family. When she decided to make a shift from wines and especially ports, they're really known for their ports.
yeah,
To shift over to beer, and I think we can gratefully say thank you.
yes, yeah, yeah. Well, I've learned a lot off Bryony, and now she also runs the We Set course
Wesset, yep,
over in
yep,
Western Australia to help other people in brewing and learning what they're doing. Um, I reckon it's just great to see. Bryony would have been one of these people on my list as an industry legend shout out in future, so we should consider this a quasi industry
yes,
legend shout out. Um,
yeah.
and the article in the thing is from That's Life magazine. So I saw her post on Facebook and she was like, I'm on like That's Life magazine. Like, cool.
It's like not usually where us brewers end up, so that's really
Not at
cool.
all. No. Hey, you find it in Woolies and Coles, like right there.
Yeah.
So
Or your doctor's surgery.
yeah, that's right. Oh, that's awesome. I thought it was great.
So yeah, that was it's such a cool article, and really goes on to sort of talking about how she got into it, sort of what she does with her own company with Flavor Logic,
Yep.
which is really cool. Which
So
obviously
Bryony did a talk at Grainstock as from Flavor Logic, and she talked through how to do malt sensory analysis. And so beforehand there was already one talk, and then Bryony had her own talk on malt sensory analysis of like doing it when it's fresh. And there was one that was done 6 months beforehand, and then they've done one fresh to show you the difference in between them.
yeah, yep.
And when you do them fresh, like it was just incredible. It just blew my mind about the whole thing. I came back to work and wrote an SOP on doing it, and it's part of our program now as well. Because it just blew my mind and just opened my mind up so much to what you can do. And yeah, it was fantastic and amazing. And just to see someone be able to put into words, because I think a lot of the time what people struggle with when they're saying, "Oh, come and do sensory on this," is trying to get out what's in their head. They're smelling it and tasting it and going, "Well, I know what it is like in here, but how do I get it there? Or how do I explain it to
Yes,
someone else?" And Bryony's got this just really natural, easy way of explaining it.
yes,
And
she does
it's
it in a
like,
very simplistic but well reasoned and thought out manner.
yeah, it's just
Um,
it's so cohesive and also just relaxed, like very very
yeah, you don't
calm
have to
about
think
it,
of it.
and you don't
Yeah,
realize how much information you're taking in.
and you don't have to think hard about what she's saying either. She just says it in such an easy to understand
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. Like the common man
Yeah.
speak, just that you understand. You go, oh yeah, oh, that's right. I know what chocolate tastes like. Do you know what
But
I mean?
even yeah, yeah. But even but in such a way that you go, okay, yeah, oh, I see what she means there. Yeah, okay, I get that. I get that.
Because she's
Um,
able to explain how to apply it to what you're doing and tasting at the
yes,
time.
rather than just the verbal diarrhea of saying every word that comes to your head, she can actually go, no, this is what I'm tasting. This is why. This is where, and even go, this is where it comes from. This is why it comes from that, and just go down even further. It's like, okay, you've lost me
Yeah,
now. She can keep going until everyone's lost, and it's just she's on her own.
yeah, yep. I read the article. It's a cool article. So, yeah, do yourself a favor. If you don't know who Bryony is, look up herself or Flavor Logic, and check her out, because if you want to learn more about beer or beer sensory and how that works, she's an absolute legend. So, moving on. I think I
Yes,
accidentally mentioned this last week. Not sure if I was supposed to or not, but no one
and it
told
went
me.
right over my head as well, and I totally
Yeah,
missed it until you mentioned it.
yeah. So, yeah, I mentioned it last week. Whoops, my bad. No one said stop, so I didn't. And you need to be aware, if I'm drinking beer and you tell me something, it's probably going to come back out somewhere if you don't, unless you say, don't tell anyone. I go, okay. But Jerry Schwartz has bought the Newcastle Beer Fest,
Yep.
and is going to see it run. So they've recently just also bought Gabs. They own a number of festivals now, so they're going to be quite.
I think they own all of the big ones now, don't they? Pretty much.
Well, they don't own Crafted.
Do they not own? Oh no, they don't own Crafted. That's right.
Yeah. So, and I don't think they own Brews Fest. Um, there's the big country ones up north. I'm not sure. I don't.
No, but it looks like they're buying all of the big touring regional ones from like the touring ones is look like
Yeah.
what they're doing,
Yep.
as well as obviously owning their own brewery with Sydney Brewery.
Yeah, well, I did interestingly see come through in somewhere. I can't remember where offhand. I've got it in my diary to look at tomorrow. An email from Gabs, which is a survey from Gabs on what we as promoters would like to see at Gabs and how we want the festival to work and stuff like that. So I haven't delved right into the survey yet. I wanted to do it. I've been busy today, frigging hot boiling tanks and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I want to get back to that survey and have a look at it, and because I'd love to see Gabs come back. I know everyone sort of has been shit canning Gabs the last couple of years for a number of reasons from both sides of the industry, whether it's the
Yep.
punters or the brewers, sort of saying things like it's so expensive, why can we go and how do we do it? And punters going, oh, it's a lot smaller than it used to be. So the only way that that's going to change and be better is by the companies themselves saying, hey, we want to make it better. Here's a survey, fill it out. Like,
Yep.
if they're trying, then we need to do our bit as well and give proper feedback and
That's
say,
it.
here's what we want to see improved or changed. And
Yeah.
I think it's only fair that we do that. So,
Yeah, and I think also give feedback as well as don't just shit can it and go, oh yeah, you're too expensive. It's like, okay, well, what parts?
that's right.
What's an alternative?
I think the time for being polite is done.
Yeah,
Be honest.
yeah,
Don't be rude.
yeah. Don't be a dick about it.
And you
Only
don't
be
have
as
to
much
be
of a
like,
dick as you have to be.
too expensive, and don't give any other feedback.
Yeah,
Be honest and give perspective and give reasons and
as to
pointers.
why. Yeah,
Say, I've gone and done this festival, or 6 years ago there was this promotion, and that really seemed to work.
yep,
There's I think there's a number of little factors. We talked about it. We've talked about it heaps actually, about different
yeah,
beer
yeah.
festivals, about how difficult it is to run and do. And we talked about it the other week with what's her name, who used to run the Newcastle Beer Fest, with that article in Crafty Pint about how good that article was.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
So yeah, I think if people wanted to go to beer festivals and enjoy them, and people do, then we need to come up with the way that works on all angles. It needs to work for the promoters, it needs to work for the punters, it needs to work for the breweries attending, and there's got to be a happy medium there. You can't just, I just expect to roll up and have a good time and drink a shitload of beer, but I'm not everyone. And that costs money.
Totally, yeah, totally fair. But yeah, that's it. And I mean, and I see it from both sides, and we see it every year, and it's almost like this teetering, sort of seesaw of brewers go, it's too expensive, we can't do it next year because there's not enough punters. Then the punters go, oh, there's not enough breweries this year, so I'm not going to go. And then the next year, the breweries go, oh, there's not enough people here again, so therefore we're not going to go. And it just keeps going down and down until there's nothing left and they have to cancel it.
Yeah, and I think with the Gabs Festival, like when it grew, right? So it obviously, when it first started out, it wasn't the shipping containers going all around with, big brewery.
It was 20 beers at a pub. It was 20 beers at a pub.
So the brewers had to brew one beer, send a keg or two, and that was the festival. They didn't need to pay for a stand. They didn't need to do all,
No.
So there's that. And then Gab started putting on all the entertainment and doing all that. And people go, this is a cool atmosphere. I can go and do all of that. Well, then are the punters then now not going to the container bars as much? Because normally when you go to the container bars, the breweries who are there in attendance have got their container beer on tap at their stand.
Yes.
So you don't need to go to the container bar. So there needs to be some structural things worked out. And this is not just Gabs. This is all over in festivals.
Oh, yeah.
But, there needs to be some sort of way to make it all work, I think. And for me, I love beer festivals. It's just awesome. Was Brisbane Beer Fest was announced this week as well.
Yes. Yes, so that's happening. Honestly, I have to say, it is definitely one of my favourites that happen in sort of southeast Queensland. It is so. Have you been? Yeah, you've
I've been, haven't you? I've been to two of them.
Yep.
And I think that it's it definitely is one of the better festivals. I wish they would make the outside at night work a little bit longer or easier, but I get that.
Yeah, I think it's also it's also one of those things that it is run by the Kaminskis, so they want people to be there during the day,
and
then any of the hangers-on to go into their pub.
Yep.
I think what that would be great is if they turned that outside section, just even like, because they've got the little craft beer bar that's there, but really stock that really well for after the festival so that anyone that wants to stay can keep going on.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that would be awesome if they did that. But I love it. I think it's really well organized. Yeah, they've got some fun stuff up on the stage to try and bring people down. There's usually plenty of seats in that main marquee. There's seating. There's plenty of toilets. The food choices are usually pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Hope it doesn't rain.
Sorry?
Just hope it doesn't rain. Because it turns into a slop fest.
yeah, or they cancel
it. All the festivals do when it rains.
But that was always the beauty of Gabs, is it was always inside, and that allowed them to operate no matter what.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things that you pay for, and everyone used to crack the shits at the price of the ticket. But it's like, well, yeah, but you're going to be able to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it's not going to get rained out.
Rain, hail, or shine, you can be there.
You can be at every single Gabs, no matter where it is. You can go, and it will be on. There's no if, buts, or maybes about that. And I think that's what people forget, is that's what you're paying for. You're paying. It's almost like an insurance policy. You're basically paying the insurance policy to go, if we paid for this ticket, we know we are going to be able to go, because unless the convention center gets hit by lightning or an asteroid falls through it or something weird happens, it will run ahead.
Yep. Yeah, true.
Which you have to pay for. You got to pay for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I'm rudely interrupting. I need a new beer.
Fair enough.
Do you need a new beer?
I will go grab one.
Cool. We're in the magic of editing. We'll be back in 5 seconds. Whew. Alrighty. We're back. And, oh, yeah. What did you go for?
Oh, I brought one out from I had to dust it off a little bit, actually.
Oh, dear. Here we go.
It's
from your beer fridge. God only knows what's in there.
This one is from Bridge Road.
Oh, yeah? Yep.
Back from when they still had bottles.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah. It is a bottle of Bling Bling.
Oh, I love Bling Bling. How's it aged?
It is. I don't remember it being that red,
Okay.
but it's still bright as hell.
Yeah. Well, I've gone for. I've made a massive mistake tonight. I started early. I was also drinking our Crack the Code XPA today because, well, it's tasting good. So I've just been
Nice.
having some. I don't have any excuses.
There won't be any to can at this point.
It's just tasting so good. We dry hop with the hop oil today with mochuega, so
Oh,
it's going to
that's
be even
right.
more banging tomorrow, which I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to.
I forgot about that. Holy crap.
I grabbed a Esker. Shout out James and Dan and Charlie, all the guys down there at Esker Brewing, who are much love to all of them. That's their West Coast IPA.
Yeah, right.
Which is only 6.5%, a little 375ml can, but I mean, look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, this one is definitely bringing it out of the archives. How old do you think this beer is? When do you think it was bottled?
Having seen your beer fridge and some of the stuff that you're still hanging on to well past its prime, I would say 4 years? 6? I'm not going past 6 years. What are you still doing with pre-COVID beer in your fridge?
It's probably got a vaccine in it. It was bottled the 11th of the 9th, 2018.
2018?
Yeah.
Well, then, god damn, that's just a good beer then to still be...
Like, I mean, it is oxidized, don't get me wrong, but it's still actually
with the
hoppy as
bottle
fuck.
from 8 years ago.
It's still hoppy as fuck.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, still hoppy as fuck. So
you need to take a photo of that, put that on your Instagram and tag them and be like, just drank this.
It's a lot darker than I remember it being, but goddamn, it's
classic.
It's holding up all right.
That one, yeah, love those breweries, those beers. So
yeah.
Mate, we are up to our brewery visit wish list and why.
Yes.
So you can go first on this one.
Cool. So mine I've picked because of the beers are actually owned by AB and Bev. So it is they got bought, so it is
macro,
a
lager lover again.
Not so much.
Yeah.
So I've picked Patagonia Brewery. So it is basically up in the Andes.
Yep.
And it's in up in San Carlos in Argentina. They do every weird beer that I love. I just think it's great. So they've also got a distillery, which is cool as well. But they do like your sort of core range that you expect with a Pilsner. They do a low ABV beer. They do a sours.
Wait, you're saying they do a lager?
Hey, bugger off. They do a hef. They also do an amber lager as well, which is cool. But it's more so because of the location. Like up in the Andes, it is such high altitude to be able to
the footage of anywhere in Patagonia is insane. Like
it's mental.
Any wilderness documentary or Bear Grylls or some wildlife survival thing, like it just looks insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just think the ability to be able to brew up in the Andes, and to be able to do that is absolutely insane. And apparently the view is spectacular from the brewery as well. So,
like, you were talking the other day, like McAllister's, like going out the back of McAllister's into just paddock, and you go to Patagonia Brew and you walk out the back.
It's just like, and you're looking out over Argentina, and it's like,
fucking world.
Oh yeah, effectively. I think it would have to have one of the best views for a brewery on the planet. Like, surely. I mean, yeah, we've got cool breweries like I think it was my first one, which was is it 433
The
in
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yep.
And we've got that, and cool, yeah, it looks over Singapore. Yeah, we've got obviously Valley Hops, and there's a whole bunch of other breweries and top of buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think this takes the cake. Like, for absolutely stunning views for a brewery, this
Yeah.
has to take the cake.
For sure. I mean,
So I think just
I haven't been out to Stratty Brewing, but I reckon their view would be pretty good.
that would be pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Yep. I give them that. That would probably
And for
be a very
something
nice
that's that
view.
close to us, we really should
Yeah, we probably
have gone there and check
yeah.
it out. Yeah. Well,
So yeah,
that's gonna be on my mission for the next month or two. I need to do.
yeah.
Yep.
Pick me up on your way through.
On my way through, you're nowhere near. I'm not driving to the shitty north side.
So where have you picked then? Where have you picked as your brewery?
I've picked Carl Strauss from San Diego in the US. Man, it was one of Red Trolley Ale was
yeah.
one of my first introductions to like a really good US brewed Irish red,
Yep.
and just freaking loved it. And then was it Tower 10? Tower
10?
7? They've changed the names of them now, so I don't
Yeah.
think it's the same. But it's still the same owners. It's still independently owned by the family and a few group of friends. Very, very early on was one of my breweries who I coveted because you couldn't get a lot of the beers over.
No.
Here. Like, there weren't any amount of craft breweries around, so you got a lot of imports. There were a lot more imports years and years ago because there weren't the breweries here in the local area to back up and give those sort of styles. And so you could get a lot of really good, especially US, like it was predominantly US, but yeah, you could get a lot of really good import beers from a lot of breweries that you would never see or hear from. And I'd hasten to say there's probably a lot of craft beer drinkers here in Australia now who haven't even heard of a lot of these US breweries just because of that reason, because they've only got into it in the last 5 or 6 years sort of thing and just haven't had that exposure. You know, when we used to get like fresh Sierra Nevada and all these beers that would get over here really, really fresh and tasty. And yeah, I don't think a lot of people have been able to experience or had that outlook or even know what to look for over there. And Carl Strauss was one of mine. I just checked in my Untapped check-ins, which was definitely when I started drinking. So Carl Strauss was my 4th beer.
Yeah, right.
That I ever put in, which was prefaced. So it started out with Holgate. Road Trip was the Road Trip, my first one. The second one was Harvest Ale from Moo Brew.
Oh, wow. That's going back.
Yeah. Bandit, Killer Sprocket.
Jeez, okay.
And then, Carl Strauss, the Red Trolley Ale. And then it was...
Which they still do in bottles.
Yeah.
They still do it in the bottles. I'm just having a look on their website. Yep. Yeah, everything's got a full rebrand. It probably would have been a couple of years ago, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure. Tower 10 IPA.
Tower 10, and they do Tower 10 Squared.
Pale Ale. They were right up early for me. I'd had heaps of them. So, yeah.
Yes. I think
Strauss beers.
Yeah, like when did they they were 1989, was it? Something like that, wasn't it?
It's a long time. They've been doing it for a long time.
It was in the 80s. I'm sure it was in the 80s.
1989.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, they were
Tower 10 IPA has changed to Tower X IPA.
Yep. Which is still 10, mate.
It's exactly right.
Yeah. It's still 10, Tower 10.
I know that. I'm not that. But they've gone through like a whole bunch of rebrands and stuff, and still brewing, still kicking goals. Definitely would be somewhere that I want to go and check out and be
Yeah.
Drinking a lot of beers
Um,
and standing at the bar, probably going, "Could I get one of these?" And someone go, "Fuck, mate, are you from Australia?" I go, "Damn straight."
yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at their website. God damn, they must be huge now. I'm looking at the size of those tanks. They've got to be. Oh God, they're huge.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
the branding is super different to what it used to be
Yes,
now.
it very much is.
Like it looks way more cartoonish.
It's a lot more
Um,
modern. They've modernized the crap out of it, which
yeah,
I'm kind of for
yeah,
a brewery
same.
that's been around as long as it has, with a history like it does,
Yep.
um, uh, like all the way back to 1912 when he was born.
Yeah.
Obviously dealing with World War One and World War Two. Then coming over, obviously, and I mean he's been what is he?
Holy shit.
Yeah, he
36th
attended.
anniversary barrel aged pastry stout.
Oh man,
So they've been, oh man, this is like, it's got to be a try and a take on
yeah,
Parabola from Firestone Walker, but
yeah.
whew,
But I
13,
mean, they got
oh man.
yeah. But I mean, Carl Strauss is probably one of those iconic brewing legends that
Oh, for
like
sure.
everyone knows of.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone knows who he is.
Yep, definitely.
Within the industry. I mean, what he wasn't he at Pabst as well for a while?
I thought so. Yeah, yeah, I thought so.
He was at Pabst, and then obviously he went to the Weihenstephan Academy and learnt over there in
Yep.
the Weihenstephan Academy. So he's had a very good education in brewing.
Yeah.
To
Actually,
then
a
create.
couple of years ago, I had the Aurora Hoppy-Alice, which is their San Diego style IPA, a
Yeah,
couple of
right.
years ago. So, or it might not have even been that long ago. So, yeah, and that was a stonking beer. I remember opening it up and holy shit, that was. Um, well, they do a collaboration with Pizza Port Brewing too. Nectaron of
Oh,
the Gods. Oh, that'd be good.
oh, now I got to try and find whether I can get them in Australia. God
I
damn
know.
you!
That's just what I was thinking too. I was like, where
You're a
do I go
bastard.
looking?
You're a bastard. Oh, have you seen they do an Italian Pilsner as well?
I did see that. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Imperial
Oh
Stout.
yeah.
Oh, man. God damn you.
There you go, people.
Um,
Last year was Clown Shoes. This week it's Carl Strauss, and I'm bringing all the good beer brewery brands to you that
I'm
you
just
might not have
bringing
heard
cool
of.
venues. At this point, I think we've done a complete 180. Like, you're usually the venue guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. No worry, I've got something next week. Next week is
All
epic
right, I
brewing.
need to pick a good brewery then. I need to pick a really good brewing
Yeah,
venue then.
yep. You need something good. And this next week
Yeah.
one's not even in the US. This is a good one.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right, I'll have to keep an eye out for that one then.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
all right, time has come for Pub Court case
That's right.
PC008. What is it?
440 ml can price creep. Is it better value for money or a sneaky margin play? Now, the rules of the game are
This one.
simple.
Yep.
So, sorry, there was just a bug flying around my head and I didn't want it to get in my beer, so I was trying to kill it. Yeah, the rules of the game are simple. It's not a game. You, as the audience, are the pub court jury, and you can be a part of the jury and vote for either the prosecution or defence side of the argument by going to our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage. Now, Matt has a coin, which is a bottle top that he flips. Some weeks I get to choose whether I'm heads or tails. Some weeks he has to choose. It changes all the time. Sometimes I get to choose if I win. If I get to choose whether I'm the prosecution or defence. So the
I
rules
just change
change
it
all
up
the
every
time.
week to keep him on his toes.
Yeah, I've got no idea what I'm going to be doing. And
Well,
we.
neither do I, mate.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. We got a minute and a half to present arguments for both sides. Matt and I aren't on either side. Sometimes we both support the one side, and it's really a struggle to present the case for the other.
Or in the worst case scenario is we're on the complete opposite side and we're arguing against it where we want to be.
Right. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and you can get involved. And at the end of it, we put it up onto the Facebook group, and you actually get to vote, and we talk about it in each episode. So this time, what is going on with the bottle top coin? What's the GO? Heads is always the top. Tails is the bottom.
Heads is always the top. So, as I've opened up a historic beer, I'm going to be using that bottle cap.
A new bottle
cap.
Using the Bridge Road. Is that within the rules?
Well, I can always go back to the old smithies.
Yeah, I keep losing on that one.
Yeah, let's try a different one. It's a little bit bent up. So it's a little bit bent up.
Heads.
So you might get lucky. This time around, I flip it. You guess heads or tails. As usual, heads is the top of the cap, tails is the bottom.
Righto.
If you guess, you get to choose.
So last week we did this, and you'd already flipped the thing before we called it, which is a bit unfair.
How is it unfair?
Because you'd already flipped it and made the call, whereas sometimes the luck may be in the call when I'm calling it as you flip it.
Okay, you call, and then I flip.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, tails.
Oh, God damn it.
What do I get to choose, or do you have to tell me?
You get to choose. Which one do you want to argue?
Defense is better value for money. B, prosecution is sneaky margin play. I'm going to take the defense. Thanks.
What, better value for money? Oh, God damn you. Yeah, okay. Fun.
So you're in the prosecution. You got to say that it's a sneaky margin play and it's a good thing. You're right.
Better for the venues, but worse for the punters. You're saying it's better.
Now. There's no minute and a half time going. I haven't started.
I'm just trying to set the rules straight. So better value for money is
the rules straight. That's part of your brief. You need to be able to. Don't be using your time outside of the allocated time to present your argument, my friend.
Okay, so you're going defense. All right, cool.
Yeah, so what I'm going to argue is that the price creep is better value for money overall for the punters. Is that okay?
Yep, cool.
You want me to argue with it? It's better value for money for the breweries.
Ooh.
Is this a brewery argument or is it a punter argument?
Ooh, that's a good point. No, because either way, it doesn't look good. So one's got to be better for the punters, one's got to be better for the brewery. So the sneaky margin play is definitely better for the breweries.
Yep.
Better value for money. Oh, but it's price creep.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
ChatGPT.
Of course it did.
You could have gone through and edited it any time, and you didn't.
Well, I couldn't have because I don't have access.
Oh, shit. All right, well, I'll fix that. But anyway, you know what else is entertaining is that I've been speaking for about 2 minutes on helping my case, and you've just let me go.
I've just realised that. You bastard. Well, you know what? You can go first now.
Defense always goes first. I don't know what you...
Yeah, I know.
Wow, you're such a prosecutor.
All right, start when you're ready.
With false beliefs.
Yeah. Go when you're ready.
Members and valued listeners of the podcast and jury voters, the 440ml, it's better value overall. Not only do you get yourself a full schooner when you pour it into your glass in Australia here, but you also get a little mouthful, a little preview of a taste of your beer before it. So maybe you have a 440ml can that you're gifting to a mate, and you have the ability that when he pours out that can into the glass, you can go, "Can I have a sip?" And he can give you one, and it's going to be tasty and it's going to be great. Now the prosecution is going to come in and try and tell you that they're trying to make some extra money out of these 440s, and that's better for the brewery, and they're able to serve you and things like that. That is absolutely rubbish. The 440ml, it's only an extra mouthful out of the 440, from above a 375ml can. It's better value for money for you because the actual margin that is that extra 75 mils, yes, I checked it, 65 mil actually, is is better. Is a lot better for you as the punter because you get a bigger can. A bigger can means you get to drink for a bit longer, you get to enjoy that beer for longer. The better value for money. It's not just the beer inside, it's the enjoyment that you have when you're with your friends, sitting there having a round of beers. I'm out. Done.
I'm taking a screenshot of that.
I love
I'm
that this
taking a
contest has also turned into a who can get closest to the time.
I know. It was 1 minute 24 and 43 and 43 milliseconds.
So good.
That is the closest we've been so far.
That
By yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. Where are we? I think I did
Do
this
I need to have
last
my
week
own
as
time?
well. No, I did this last week as well. My bad. I opened up the calculator.
Jesus, man.
It's got numbers
Put your
on
glasses
the
on.
icon. There's numbers
Put
on
your
the
glasses
icon.
on. All
All
right.
right. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
All right. 440ml cans. Now, to start off with, they would be a better value for money if they were the same price as a 330. But to start off with, the price is already inflated to account for that. But then to creep the price up for extra value, that's not better. That's not better value for money. That is just a sneaky margin play. That's just sneaking it up a little bit so you don't realize how much extra. When you go to the bottle shop, you're used to paying the 375ml price. You know exactly how much that should be. But that 440, it makes it a little bit of a hazy area. You're not too sure how much you're actually paying for. So it gives a little bit of margin play and a little bit of wiggle room for them to increase that price. Just creep it up a little bit to get a little bit of extra margin. That allows them to increase the price without you even realizing it. They can get an extra couple of bucks out of you without you even noticing that you've paid for it because you say, "Oh, I've got a bigger can." But what you don't realize is you've actually paid over that increase. That's where I sit.
I got two problems with this.
What?
You had your own timer going.
Yeah, I did.
You were looking at your own. you were looking at your own timer to make sure that your argument sounded better because you had less time. Talk about a sneaky margin play.
And what was the second thing?
A 440ml can. You said 330. There's not that many 330ml cans out there. There's normally 375 is the standard. And you said 330. You said 330, mate. I've got the recording playing.
I'm thinking stubbies.
330ml? Like, what are you going on? It's stubbies. A lot of stubbies, unless they're the premium or amp.
They're 355s now. Yeah. Still, the point still stands. The point still stands.
You know, mate, you came to play tonight.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to vote on...
As soon as I started going down that route that people don't know the actual volume increase, I've gone, oh, I feel dirty just saying that. I feel really dirty.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go, why are you only getting 16 packs with a 440 and not a 24 like the 375?
Oh, no, I wasn't going to be that mean, but the... I felt
totally would
dirty
have
enough
brought
as
that
it is,
out.
man.
I was waiting
Felt
for it.
dirty.
I was like, oh, he's got time here. He's going to like go on about the cans and the
Oh,
sizes
I can
and
only go
work
so
out the
far.
literage. And
I can only go so far.
oh, well, all right. If you want to get involved in the case and be a part of the jury for PC008 440ml can price creep, you can. You just need to join our group on facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage and jump on in there and vote for whichever one argument you don't. It's not the argument whether Matt and I argued it better or worse. It's what you actually perceive and think, because Matt and I are very good at arguing either of these sides, or the actual thing that we are actually talking about 90% of the time. So we just want to present the case to you, and you guys can do the vote, and then we'll tally them up and talk about them next week. So nice one.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we don't even need to argue each side because we just like hearing ourselves talk.
That's exactly yeah. We just do that for a bit of fun, just for us.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not a thing that needs to happen.
No, not at all.
If anything, we're sorry that we're so annoying. But anyway,
Yes.
this is what it is. So
Yep.
mate, it's your week. So for those who don't know, every week we shout out an industry legend and we alternate it. This week it is Matt. He gets to choose an industry legend shout out. Mate, who have you gone with this week?
I've gone with old Tom Champion from Felons Brewing.
What a legend.
Yes. So
Absolute legend.
he has been around for a very long time in a whole bunch of different roles. So most in Brisbane will know him as obviously he's the head of brewery. He's not the head brewer, he's the head of brewing at Felons here in Brisbane. So he looks after all the operation side and making sure the brewery across their venues is working. But before that, he was with Little Creatures and a whole bunch of other places. So he's definitely put his time in the industry. But I first knew him from when I was working at the Cardigan Bar at Sandgate. So that was quite a few years back.
Yeah.
So because he at that point was living around the corner. So he occasionally came in and stuff like that. So I knew him from back then. But he's always been an absolute amazing help with me, especially in the last couple of years.
He's been a champion. Right.
Yeah, he's been an absolute
Talk about
champion.
someone who lives up to
He's lived up to his name. He's definitely lived up to his name.
An absolute champion. So yeah.
And especially with students who need placement, or even when I go, crap, I forgot to organise a field trip this term. I know that I've been able to call on him and go, hey mate, can you sneak me in just for just a quick tour, just of the facilities and stuff like that? And he'll just stops what he does and just gives me a hand when he needs it.
Yep.
Always willing to help out when he can. As well as I have to have the personal sort of touch and go. He does send me new release beers from Felons, which I really do appreciate. So I had a parcel turn up, which I did not realize was coming the other week, of their 2 new barrel aged products. So they're Amber Plum Cola and Yuzu Mist. One is a 22-month-old barrel-aged old Bruin, which is just like, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And it was like aged in ex-Starwood barrels, so that's going to be absolutely manic.
Yeah.
And then they've done what is it? It's a Yuzu Mist, which is it's a saison. It's an oak fermented saison, and they add locally grown yuzu into it. So yeah, they send me. They always send me
someone locally grown yuzu. How good?
Yeah, I think it's just across the border in New South Wales. Like, it's literally just down. Like, it's an hour and a half away, hour and like literally on the border. So, yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, always helps out, and obviously he's on the board of directors with the IBA, so does amazing work with them.
Yep. He's an absolute legend. I still remember I was blown away when we did our field trip to Felons, and they showed like the brewery board and like the communication layout and everything was just insane and just an eye opener. And I don't know that that's not all Tom or anything, but just the fact that he was just open enough to show it and how that it worked and was insane. So
the amount of time he puts into this industry is absolutely it's mind-boggling. He
and
just
then
keeps
on the
giving
flip
and
side
giving.
is the nicest and most approachable guy. It's like he holds such a high position in the industry and importance, but then like I go to Felons every year for the Super Bowl, and he was walking around with a t-shirt cannon, and he saw me, and he shot the cannon around, and then he saw me, and he's like, "Adsy, I'll come and have a beer with you." And just the fact that he's just so happy and casual, and still just makes time to see everyone and say good day.
He's a bit of a gentle giant, because he's not a small guy. So every time he comes up and I see him, and he comes up and hugs me, I feel dwarfed. Absolute legend, and we definitely need more people like him in the industry. 100%.
Yeah, so much so. Yeah. So it would be remiss of me not to mention tonight. I know we sort of talked about the future and the past and all that sort of stuff, but this is it, mate. This is our last episode. I know it's been short and sweet, but that's it for we just can't.
We're flat out. We can't keep doing this.
That's right. No, it's a bit emotional, I will say, but can't even keep it going.
You can't even keep it straight. Oh, for fuck's sake, you ruined it.
April Fools, anyone who bothered to stick around and listen and thought that was real. And if you're listening to it after, well, it was funny for us. But anyway, we've had a few beers, so we're going to be back. Unfortunately for you, we're going to be back. And we'll be back next week for episode number 9. So get ready.
Is it number 9 or number 10? I can't tell because you've stuffed up.
It's number 9, even though I fucked up the whole spreadsheet that we use to get all the stuff together. Oh, no. Wait, it is. It's number 10. It's number 10.
Oh, for God's sake. And in other news, I need a new co-host.
Oh, dear. All right. I'm gonna finish this beer before I finish.
And I will catch you next week, mate.
Yes, mate, you will. Thank you, mate. See ya.